SK Vibemaker.
My interviews are hotter, and you know we bring through the best special guests. We ain't changing tradition anytime soon. Let them know who's in the virtual room today.
You done that shit, Alicai Harley.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very, very blessed today. How are you feeling?
I'm all right, I can't complain. Had my little mint tea, you know what I'm saying? I've been chilling indoors today. I think all of us are indoors, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know when's the last time I've been outside.
I have to say congratulations on the debut project, which is out now. And let's put it on record. I mean, is it an EP? Is it a mixtape?
It's an EP. It's called The Red Room Intro. Yeah, gyal in Britain. EP. So I'm not saying it's like an album, but it's an EP. But that's good though, isn't it?
I mean, Red Room Intro, Yard Gal in a Britain.
Yep.
I mean, break down, like, what is it like to be a Yard Gal in a Britain? Like, the experience of being, like, a Brit Jamaican as opposed to being, like, a Brit African, a Brit European, a Brit, like, an English Brit. How is it being, a Yard Gal in a Britain? A Brit Jamaican?
For me, being a Yard Gal in a Britain, I feel like for a lot of people, you know how you said for other people coming from different countries as well, they can have the same things, with in terms of the fact that you immigrate, I mean, you're an immigrant, I'm trying to say there's certain things that are a bit different, I'm trying to say, but for me, it was mainly about just staying true to myself, but also because for me, I'm a yard girl 100%, but I'm also a Londoner, and that's why I wanted to kind of give off with the whole yard girl in Britain. The fact that I came here at the age of 5, and like all these things made me who I am. It's not just Jamaica that made me who I am, but it was also London as well. So it's clashing that together, and yeah, I step into a room and I'm the yard girl, innit? Like I don't bend, I don't break, I bend, I don't break.
How do you feel like your upbringing as a yard gal in a Britain, as a Brit Jamaican, differs to all of the rest, though? All of the rest Brits, whether they are, Brit English or, from other parts of the world?
I feel like, well, obviously my language, like in the way I speak, it chips in and out. In my music, definitely. You hear it like come on, man, I do dancehall and everything else. So I've been blessed with being able to flip between the proper English actual accent, and then a real nitty gritty yardy one. I guess my cooking, my cooking's on 1010. If you're on my Instagram,
Straight up.
Like there's so much things to do with it, what I mean? But I guess my upbringing, there's certain things that's engraved in me, I guess. That will be different from how other people, that will be engraved in other people from home growing up, and stuff like that.
Straight up. Now, the first part of the debut project is called the Red Room Intro. Now, I'm going to have you break this down because some people might feel like the Red Room. There's a lot of like X-rated stuff that could go down in a Red Room. So what is Alicai Harley's interpretation of the Red Room? The Red Room Intro.
First of all, when we think of the color red, we realize that it's a color for love, it's a color for pain, it's a color for trauma. All these same things, the same color for blood. It's a color that is actually shown for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I feel like for me, that's what it is. It's Ali's Red Room. It's the truth. It's not fabricated. It's just whatever it is. The name itself came from there's a company called Moloko Studios, and they have a room. One of their studio rooms is the Red Room. Just so happens that we had the lights red at that time, and the mood was there. When you're doing music, a lot of people, musicians, we change the lights. We get into a mood. My zone was the red. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
And it was a red room as well. And so that's where it initially came from. It was the intro, and red being my mom's favorite color as well. It's always been her favorite color. So I just felt like that was the product. The Red Room. This is everything. This is who I am. This is my truth.
It's very important that you put that on record because, like I say, a lot of people think about the Red Room being a steamy room, X-rated room, maybe where there's the solo dance going down, a bit scantily clad and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't even think, but believe it or not, I'm one of the people who've seen that and thought that because I didn't think that. That never come to mind at all. Like,
are we saying Alicai is an innocent gal? Are we saying that?
No. I wouldn't say I'm innocent. No, not at all. Not at all. I don't think any of us are innocent. You know what I mean? But I didn't see it like no Red Room.
Straight up. Now, the last few years for you since the release of Gold in 2017 now, it's like 4 years ago. I mean, those few years have led you to becoming one of the leading artists in this UK-based dancehall scene. How would you describe the last 4 years for you?
Oh, the last 4 years, I would say an up and down, but a journey that I'm grateful for, and a journey that I am proud of because it's my journey, I've made sure I stay true to myself the whole time. You know, we were there here and there, and you know, you kind of realize, oh, what am I over there doing? And you kind of have to patch up yourself and say, you know, I'm gonna go by that side here. But it's been a beautiful journey, you know, and the love's been real. You know, with my type of, I guess, dancehall, like I said, I dabble into everything. So I would say I've done it in a different way, you know what I mean? And it stands out differently. But it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful championing dancehall as well, you know?
Do you feel like it's gone to plan the last 4 years since the release of Gold?
No.
Like, have you strayed from the journey? Did you expect yourself to be here where you are now?
I never, for me, I wouldn't say it is what I expected. It's so random, innit? It's like everything came. Who expected Corona as well? You know what I mean? 2017, you're going to tell me I'm going to be on lockdown the whole of 2020.
Straight, for real.
I'll be like, you're crazy. That doesn't even make the lockdown. You lot can't come out your house. I'll tell you you're stupid. What are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? So no, I didn't expect it. Grateful for everything though. It's been different. It's taken its own toll on how it wanted to. But what I've always said is God's timing, you know, in everything. So everything I've had so much accolades that I'm proud of, you know, and things that happen. But it's just God's timing and how my journey is. And
straight up.
And I'm happy with it because this is what it's supposed to be, you know what I mean, trying to say, like, yeah.
So let's talk about Ticket to Them. I feel like one of the important lines that you've got on this song is, "Mina for bus." What do you say? "Mina for this a gyal to get my bus." You know what I'm saying? So let me say that in English. On the song Ticket to Them, you have the line where you're talking about you don't have to diss a gyal to get your bus in the game. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like there's been a lot of energies kind of moving you into that direction of like having to diss one of your counterparts to get some promo and get a leg up in this game?
I think it's always been a thing, you know what I mean? It's always been a thing that's been, whether it's a narrative that's being pushed by people around you, or when you end up in the industry, like even before end up in the industry, it's a thing, you know? It's just a thing, isn't it? And like people say to other people when you have to say, or if it's not directly said, it's one of them things that's being created. It's an energy that's being created by, you know what I mean? If you listen too much to other people, you end up over there. But that's not the case. You know, I'm trying to say, I feel like it's such a little slave way of thinking. It's like everybody's humans, everybody's working hard for their thing, you know what I'm trying to say? And sometimes you see people that even came up together, like, you know what I mean? Not liking each other, and you're like, how? But it's the industry does it, and people. But that's not the case. You don't have to go at anybody. You don't have to do anything. You have to be true to yourself and not get lost. And I realize negativity, you can easily get wound up into it and not catch yourself. But it's accountability at the end of the day.
Straight up.
And one thing I'm good at taking, and I pray about a lot, is that I'm more able to take accountability, not for other people's actions, because everybody can do what they want to do. But me and this body that I have to live in and this brain that I'm in, I got to take accountability. And when you call it out and you clock certain things, you know what I mean, you act accordingly, you know. So
maybe you've kept the energy straight and you haven't, you know, dissed one of your female counterparts to do that, you know what I'm saying, that thing that's happened a lot in this game. But have you been on the other end of it, feeling like another female artist has dissed you just for the clout and just to get the leg up and the promo? Yeah,
because I was going to say, in terms of in terms of like this for promo, that's what I'm talking about. There's a gyal to get a bus in it. Everybody has arguments the same way people have arguments at home and whatever. Like that people wouldn't even know about, you know what I'm gonna say. But in terms of this is someone for a bus, me, no. For someone dissing me, it's weird because I've actually seen mere shady stuff. Not even small shade. They're small. Not shade where I'm just making it up. No, some direct little thingy, but me.
You can definitely tell that it's for you. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm such a good little unseer. Not bare though, like one or two, but I'm a good little unseer. And honestly, if you don't feed someone energy, you don't like something energy, sorry, you don't give it life to it. So I'm just on I'm not birthing nothing. I'm not birthing no energy that I don't need to be birthing. And I'll see it. Fam, I take it to in prayer. I'll be like, yo, my girl's energy is off. God, all right, let me know. Like for real, like not bare, like I said though, but one or two. And it tends to be a thing where you ignore it and you see people come back like having a normal conversation with you as if I didn't see you, but I saw you, you know. But it's just like me, I'm so different. And I just I go home and I you know what I mean, I'm in my house with me.
Straight up. But I mean, like obviously there's different angles to the diss and there's different angles
not on
to
a crazy thing.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But dancehall is built up of a clashing, and you are definitely a daughter of this dancehall fraternity. So how do you respond to, you know what I mean, maybe not like a female dissing you for that kind of reason, but like just for the pugilism and the art of the game. How do you respond to that? Are you down for the sends? Are you down for the clashing? And maybe not just females, maybe male artists as well.
For the game, to be honest, yeah, I'm gonna be really, really honest with you. So I'm on a different journey now, yeah. So if you would ask me this maybe a couple months ago, I could have given you a different answer. So there are probably two answers to it. One is I don't feel like I'd have to respond to something to keep the game alive or some stuff like that. I don't think that's my job. I don't see why it's not my job. If I have a natural beef and it's like, okay, cool, we're gonna send for each other instead of me punching you up, that's a whole different story. But like in terms of, you know, it being a thing for it, like, I don't know, I'm not some puppet, you know, like I'm Veronica's daughter, like, and I'm Leslie Han, you know what I'm gonna say? So it's like, what reason? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm dropping bangers to keep the game alive. You know what I'm going to say? I'm doing all the ready, but it's certain stuff. Let's just call it where it is. Negative energy is negative energy. And it's okay for someone to say, no, you know what? Why do you have to do something for what? For why? I don't get it. I don't understand. So that's my take on it. And also just yeah, I'm on a new journey. Not a new journey, but like I'm more like solidified in terms of dropping out certain things and not doing certain things, and I'm taking my own little time and doing that. And so I can't really see myself. Don't get twisted. I say this, but then tutus. I say this, yeah, but there's always a way of doing things, and you see I know a way of doing things in it. So, but yeah.
I mean, generally, Alicai is not down for that, but sometimes a draw out is a draw out. You know what I'm saying?
I hope I won't ever be drawn out. But like I said, I'll always take everything to God first. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not the one though.
Straight up. What is your take on the current state of UK-based dancehall? Because there's definitely a lot of artists bubbling at the moment. You know what I'm saying? You're at the forefront of this scene, what's going on in the UK. What's your take on what's happening at the moment?
What is happening though? When you say what's happening?
I mean, like the health of the game, the artists coming through. Is it where you would like it to be? Is it far from where it should be? Are you happy in like the amount of artists that are coming through?
No, 100%. I'm 100% happy with that. And I'm seeing like younger people as well. Like I'm seeing little pop up here and there. I haven't got to take enough time to look, but like as in younger people popping up. So I definitely think it's a scene that's staying alive. I mean, UK dancehall ain't going nowhere, I'm gonna say. Like it's not like, you know, I'm trying to say the songs pop off. The people are there, you know, I'm trying to say. It can be dominated more, but I think over time that will happen. Like as in, I feel like we can dominate more, you know what I'm trying to say, in terms of UK dancehall. But I feel like that's happening. That's happening, and it's just a matter of everybody just doing their thing, just doing their thing.
So let's talk about No Drama, produced by Distortion, featuring Stefflon. Talk to us about this collaboration with you and Stefflon. Okay. How did this come about? Was this easy?
Oh, I would say, do you know what? Yeah, in terms of this collaboration, it was. You know, I feel like we were both on the same page, and I feel like you can hear that in the song. The record was already there. I did the record at Spotify Writing Camp with Distortion. Big up Distortion. Absolutely incredible producer. But we already know this, you know. And the record was there, and it was actually someone else on it. It was like when we was in the session, and that person was actually supposed to be on it from when we was in that session, and for whatever reason, not to do with me. At all. Like it wasn't like I was like, oh my God, I don't want you in the record. It was actually his team, I guess, for whatever reason, it didn't, you know what I mean, for them. And then so very quickly it was a matter of the empty verse was there and I was gonna finish the record. And then quickly we was like, no, you know, I'm gonna say like this is it's a feature thing, let's do it. And I thought Steph, and I think I just messaged her. And said, we was in the middle of a message, like maybe halfway through a convo, maybe just a slight, not like a mad long convo or something like that, like a quick thing. And then I think I just said, oh, the song. And then I sent it. And very quickly, she actually let me know that, like, yeah, I like it. I'm on it. I'm down to do it. Sick. And then I can't remember how long the period was. I don't think it was that very long though, but I remember her saying that, you know what I mean, stay on to me, like I'm actually down to do the record. And I think at that point I knew that she was down to do the record because with me, like I don't say that if I'm not, like I know me, I'll be busy, and I'll come to someone on a random thing with my little crazy brain, I'll be like, yo, all right, I'm on doing it. I'm real busy. You just gotta keep like, so I know, like, so I was like, okay, that's reciprocate. I understand.
Sick.
And yeah, I got back the verse and like she smashed it. You know, I'm trying to say she did an amazing job, but
Big
like
vibe.
we proper appreciate it as well. Like big vibe in it. Like
Yeah,
she did her
for
thing.
real.
She did exactly what I think she was supposed to do as well. And
Yeah.
big up Steph. Yeah.
This is the
Vibe.
song that I've been playing the most off the EP. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Jeez.
yeah, you get me?
Yeah.
So when it comes to this music industry, regardless of genre, it can be very clicky. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when, depending on the label you're signed to or just the ends you're coming from, or, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you have to deal, you might find yourself associated with loads of artists that are popping and doing their thing. If you're unsigned, maybe not so much so. So like I say, it's very clicky in the music industry. So through your experience thus far over the last 4 to 5 years, have you found yourself being like very like Team UK and associating with a lot of artists and very clicky, or have you found yourself more lone wolf on a by myself thing?
I guess vice. I guess it fluctuates. It fluctuates because I guess I've never been no one's best friend. But like in terms of I've always me, I'm just about like showing love, and I also understood the power of it's all good and well you being in my DMs, but hello, hi, because you know what the people are like. Yeah, I'm gonna say. So I'm if I like a thing, I'm slapping it up. And I also know that we all need each other in it. So that's just kind of always been me. Support, show love, whatever. Let you know that you're doing your thing. We're all humans at the end of the day. Yeah, and I guess it's I've kind of just. It's not clicky though. I'm not on the clicky thing because I'm Veronica's daughter. Like I'm Leslie Han. Like Alicai Harley. Well, yeah, I'm trying to say. So it's just like my clique is my mates. Like my yeah, I'm trying to say heart.
But have you
like,
found much calculated love? Like now that you've got a major label and maybe your associations, that people that maybe you could feel like they don't really feel your music, but they feel like it's a good move to be associated with you. Do you know what I mean? Or do you see much of that going on in the game?
Yes. And I'm gonna say yes, plain and straight. And this is more so first of all, I feel energies in it. So you can't even I don't miss nothing.
The energies are important, man.
Anything. Like I'm actually a person that you have to take away Alicai Harley just from the beginning of time. I don't miss nothing in it. I'm not to be played with. It's actually so straight up. And I just got God's grace most of the time. Why you see me just on a calm thing, it's because I just genuinely don't care. So like once I see something, I see it. And then I'm just like, God bless you, boy. Me no business. I don't care. And I just constantly keep praying for his grace. But them calculated moves, 100%. But I see I just don't care. It's happening. It's gonna happen regardless. I take away myself though. The minute I start, I finally clock and I've already, felt your vibe. And everybody's growing. So I'm growing and I'm realizing more. But one thing, if you see me take on myself, it's because it's like, and that's it. And it's not that the people are bad people. You get what I'm trying to say? I kind of understand that not everybody thinks the same. I know everybody's gone through certain things. And some people think that this is the way how you operate and forget the fact that we're humans. You get what I'm going to say? But yeah, and I don't knock them for it. I don't care.
I hear you.
I know business.
A hot topic that I've been speaking to with a lot of females about at the moment is the pressures of this music industry to look glam all the time, maybe sexualize your music, being a bad bee, and maybe pressures to have body surgery. Have you felt any of those pressures thus far over the last few years since you've ascended since 2017?
100%.
How have you dealt with them, man? If you felt the pressures, how have you dealt with them?
To be fair, on a real thing, and obviously we're gonna have, I'll just kind of touch on the subject a little bit because at some point there's so much underlying that needs to be spoken about. But how did I deal with it? I didn't eat. I deal with it very badly. Yeah, there's so much to say. Like I'm a human being in it. So so there was a point when I blew up. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost 100% sure it was contraception. I'm looking up. Like I definitely was like.
So you're saying you're putting on a bit of weight, yeah? You're saying you're putting on a bit of weight,
but it wasn't even weight, it was weight. But there's putting on weight, I guess. And there's times when our human bodies, you can see when we actually go, and it's a matter of a blow up, and it's like that's why I say contraception. Because more time with a lot of women, it can be stuff like that. I'm trying to say where you look and you're like, so I had.
And these are the pressures that men don't have. They don't have this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I had my time in it, and I had my time where I see myself getting bigger, 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 bigger. And then like you have people saying to our manager, yo, you know, say Alia, put on a little bit chop to have a count on little bit. Thinking, hello, I'm a human. You're making me feel uncomfortable. But my God's greater, you know, and I lost the weight when I lost the weight, and but and even saying that, I don't even know if I cared enough. I just think sometimes it's just what people are saying, and I might thought like, oh, surgery thing, oh, do all this stuff. But you know what? Yeah, like God's grace, because you know when I got to the stage of realizing, hold on, but Ali, you don't even care. I don't even care. That would just be, it's almost like conforming to a certain way to look. And I'm just like, but that's not you, innit? So yeah. The good thing, I ain't done no surgery. God made me lose weight. I'm a good body girl, you know.
Unfortunately, you were able to deal with it like that, but others aren't able to deal with it like that and deal with a lot more pressures, and then maybe end up doing surgery and regretting it.
Yeah, I know, and 100%. And what I would say, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. I have to be thankful for my faith. You get what I'm saying? Every single day, I'm just like, I just want to grow, like more. God just keep using me. God just like fill me up, because that's what kind of keeps me grounded. Yeah, it's hard though. It is. It's really, really hard, and it can be very, 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 very depressing. And I'm not saying that lightly. When I'm using the word depressed, I mean it. So it's just like, but you make it and you get through it. You know what I mean? And you don't need to conform. You know, I'm trying to say, you don't. You can do whatever you want. You don't need to conform. If you want to work hard, you want to take your time, you want to do certain things, you investigate how you do that and you do your thing. But the surgery thing, we're not really dependent on it still. You know what I mean? If you do it, you do it. Like, I have people close to me that's done surgery, I'm going to say. But I still see it as can be very much an addiction. You know what I'm going to say?
Of course.
Yeah, you can get to that stage where it's
crazy.
It's an addiction. If you do it, you do it, and if it goes well, it's perfect. And you know, people do the investigation and whatever, blah blah. But
be careful.
Value, and it's not as easy as you think it is either. I think people just see, oh, I'm gonna do my body, and I come out and I'm fine. But the healing process, what that is, I don't act like it's that easy. But yeah.
So let's talk about this song, Woii. I mean, if people listen to lyrics and listen to songs properly, they will understand that you're talking about a relationship where there's not faithfulness. And girls and guys, both in this music industry and in life, a guy might stay with a girl because she's a hot thing and she's got status, but she's being unfaithful. A girl might stay with a guy because of the same reason. You know what I'm saying? He's got big status, he's a baller, but he's unfaithful. What's your advice? I feel like you said a lot in the song, Alicai, but what's your advice for girls or guys that are in relationships like this?
Get out. You know what I mean? What more can I say? Get out. I ain't into the whole back thing, innit? I've had so much people hold me back. Yeah, I ain't in the whole back thing. I'm not sticking in nothing for nothing. And I'm so glad that you touched on guys being with girls for status. Yeah.
Because it's not just one way.
Someone tweeted it the other day. And I'm just like, nah, yeah, big man thing. Some of you out here are selling yourselves. Like, genuinely selling yourselves. And yeah, for status. Correct. So it's just like, I can't tell anybody what to do with their lives, innit? Well, I hate you.
I mean, honestly, have you been in a situation like this yourself, Alicai? Because, you know, some of the best songs are written from experience.
Well, 100%. You know, I'm gonna say 100%. I've been in many situations with like different fluctuates of why and reasons. Like in the song, I'm talking about that's all I care about. You know what I mean? But there's a status thing sometimes. You know, sometimes it's been a status thing. You know what I mean? But we move. My God's greater. Like and I've wrote bangers off of it, and it's all to take you somewhere else. You get what I'm trying to say? Now I'm just on some message of myself, and God, let your will be done. I ain't got time because you are not gonna come and kill me. No. So yeah, I'm just chilling.
And you see this song Woii, when you hear it, it's got that authentic reggae sound, and the reason why it's got that is because it's produced by Clevie of Steely and Clevie. So tell me how you managed to get in with Clevie and that situation, man. Because everybody don't get to work with such an iconic reggae producer.
First of all, I'm so grateful. That's definitely Omar, my manager. Omar, I have to big him up. Proper Jamaican man, like real, like we're talking about yard, yeah. But like no for flex with the thing under the thing, yeah. I'm trying to say really does his work, really does his groundwork, and he connected that, and that's what I'm trying to say. I'm so with the EP, I'm so happy to have had like from producers to artists, all round, you know, I'm trying to say features and everything that's on there, you get the whole, you know, yard gal in Britain, you get the yard, you get the UK, you get everything. So that's how that was connected. Literally that's my manager, Omar. We had Woii, you know, I'm trying to say, as in Woii was written, and then it was sent over, and then, you know, I mean, and they did an amazing job. Like, I couldn't have asked for it any better. You can hear it. It sounds like you heard it, like it was built years ago.
Trust.
It's just, I mean, yeah.
And you see the phrase "woii." This is a phrase that Jamaicans and Caribbeans have been using for a very long time. But it seems like it's had a bit of a resurgence over the last few months. Maybe because of Digga D with a "woii, woii, woii, woii." You get me? You get me? And that leads me on to thinking, like, have you been approached? Because I know you're open to experimentation. Have you been approached with much from much UK drill producers sending you beats and trying to get you on that?
Yeah, I have. I actually have over a lot of 2020 as well. Yeah, and it's not been a thing where I haven't done it on what reasons. Yeah, but they have.
Because all they got to do is a quick like search, and they might see some older videos of Alicai spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? Spitting.
You know what's crazy as well? Yeah, I wrote so many. I wrote a couple drill things in 2020. You know, and I was doing a lot of bar in 2020. And they just ain't out.
You got the stash.
They just ain't out, yeah. But then at the same time, I'm having my conviction with the Lord as well. So it's just like, it doesn't. I don't know if you're ever gonna hear them, you know, some of them, but but they're hard. And I'm just like, yeah.
They don't have to go to waste, man. Do you write for others? Have you been approached to write for other artists?
Yeah, like I've been in a session with other artists before, like for you, and a lot actually. And then. There's not a lot of stuff's not out. I wouldn't say that. I don't know. Can't think of the spot. But anyway, in regards to the whole writing and actually chopping these songs and sending them over, when it comes to like anything that I've written in drill or anything that I've written that's a bit, you know, mad, what I'm saying out my mouth, and even though it's a truth. What I'm choosing to put out now or hold back or, you know, whatever on my own time. My conviction's still there, even if it's to send it to somebody else, if that makes sense. Because it's like, you know, does that make sense? Even if somebody else does it, it's still putting it out to the world. Like my reason for not necessarily putting it out, it wouldn't necessarily be because, you know what I mean, it's you doing it and you caring about how people think you look or whatever. I'm in a business. It's about the fact that it's what I'm saying. So whether it comes out someone else's mouth, okay, now I've given them to go say it, and now it's gonna chart, and now the whole of the world is singing. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. So that's where I'm at. There is certain things that, yes, there is certain songs that I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna thingy it, you know, I'm gonna say, and I know that that's gonna benefit me in my life and whatever. But there's also certain ones where I'm like, no, it's going in the bin. It's going in the bin. Yeah.
Gotta know how to filter. You know what I'm saying?
SK Vibemaker.